except for the Del State Hornet fans.
In the interim, since that 20-point loss at Howard on the 7th of January, the Hornets have reeled off 4 wins against 4 defeats, and 1 on Tuesday night against Chicago State. That was a 6-point win. They had to come from behind to win that one. So the Hornets, it is quite a different team. Healthy players help, and players that a win, getting that feeling under you that you can win basketball games.
And they've noticed that. Coach Blakely has said that he's noticed that they were trailing. Chicago State University is not a bad team, and they were trailing and fought back and won that game. So I'm sure he's telling his players, don't look at the record. Make sure we come out here and play Del State tough.
And you have to come into Memorial Hall. That in itself makes it a bit tougher. The home cooking, the home crowd here at Delaware State University. This place is just about full as it was 2 weeks ago. And let's talk about the parallel to 2 weeks ago. Morgan State came in. At that time, the Bears had a piece of the top spot in the MEAC. And they came in here, and Delaware State pulled off a big win with a shot to win it with 2 seconds left in the game.
Yeah, and when you look at it, if you're, like I said, Coach Blakely is telling his team, let's not look at it as a team that's in 6th place. Let's look at it as if they're tied with us. And then you turn around and look at Coach Waterman, and he's telling his kids, hey, let's just improve. Let's make sure we keep under control, and we play this game the same as we played all the other ones.
So the Hornets won on Tuesday night against Chicago State. Morgan State got their revenge last Saturday up in Newark, New Jersey, with that win at the HBCU Heritage Classic, Legacy Classic rather. But that didn't count as a conference game for or against either team. Memorial Hall just about as full right now as it was 2 weeks ago when Morgan State was here. And it definitely made a difference for this team.
Well, like anything else, Gary, winning brings out all the people. The ones who love you and the ones who hate you will be here just to see how you're doing. So hopefully, again, with this being February, Black History Month, and Howard University being one of those HBCUs that's well known, playing against our own local Delaware State University, I think we're going to have a decent crowd, and I'm just hoping, like I said, that Del State will stay under control, not look at it as if we're knocking off number 1, but just another team in the MEAC.
Well, the crowd on 2 weeks ago when Morgan State was here was large enough and just about filled every seat, large enough that they had the wave going around inside here.
Yeah.
In almost 30 years of doing Delaware State basketball, I never saw the wave in Memorial Hall.
Well, again, and not only did they do it, but they almost had to go around twice.
Right.
The way they did it the last time, like I said, when Morgan State showed up.
I think a shot by Delaware State that went in stopped the wave as people stopped to applaud.
Yeah.
If they can get that going here, that kind of an atmosphere, this team will feed off of that. They feel the support from the fans.
And that's what you need. That's why you want a home game. That's why you play at home, because you want to protect your home court, and then the fans will get behind you.
They're introducing the Delaware State starters right now. Number 5, Jevin Munoz, the freshman from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, one of the starters for Delaware State. Kyle Johnson, the graduate student from San Diego, California, starting also for the Hornets. Raymond Somerville, the redshirt sophomore from Media, Pennsylvania, starting for Delaware State, giving him the size inside at 6'11". Then you have Corey Perkins, who played for Stan Waterman at Sanford High School, and the sophomore from Wilmington has really come on for the Hornets. But the guy who's going to make things mix up here, Marquez Robinson, the junior from Baltimore, who leads the team in scoring and is one of the top people in the MEAC.
Yes, and it's a good thing now. And I think with that starting lineup, when you have Marquez Robinson and Corey Perkins, they both kind of take the pressure off of each other. Marquez takes the scoring off of Corey, and Corey takes the ball handling responsibilities away from Marquez, and they work out a good balance.
Marquez scored 16 points in each of the last 2 games, the Morgan State game last Saturday and Tuesday night against Chicago State, and he's had double-doubles in 2 of the last 3 games, the Coppin State game and against Morgan State last week.
Yes. So again, he poses matchup problems on the offensive end, and he does a great job now playing defense. The only problem is now with the size that Howard University has, it could cause problems for Somerville if he has to step out a little bit, because again, you have Steve Settle, who is about 6'10", and plays like a Kevin Garnett type player, Kevin Durant, I should say, type player, with his size going inside and outside.
It'll be Jordan Wood controlling the opening tip, getting it off to Shai Odom for Howard. The Bison have the ball to start the game here. Elijah Hawkins. They'll go to the left side. Over to Wood. Wood feeds it off to Steve Settle, and he has it knocked out of his hands, and he tries to work inside. Somerville gives him credit for that steal. Corey Perkins with the ball for Delaware State. Over to Jevin Munoz on the left. Out to Robinson in the middle, and now to Perkins on the right side. Feeds it down along the baseline. Munoz with a jumper missing, and it comes down to Jordan Wood for Howard. Elijah Hawkins works to the left side, driving inside, puts it up over top of Somerville, but it comes up short off the rim, and the Hornets get the rebound. Perkins, left side. Delaware State in the white uniforms, blue numerals. Howard in the black uniforms with white numerals. Perkins tries to go over top of everybody, off the glass, comes down. Finally, nobody really controlled the rebound, as
hit off of Marquez.
Marquez tried to rush along the baseline there and get it, couldn't control it. It went out of bounds. It'll be the Bison ball. Hornets would love to be a giant killer here today and take another one from a team in the top spot in the MEAC, as they did 2 weeks ago. Shai Odom now backing in along the baseline, trying to get past Somerville, threw it up and went in for him.
Little surprise here that Stan Wooderman is playing a man-to-man, as opposed he's opened up the last 2 or 3 games with a 2-3 zone. Surprising, I guess, Howard a little bit here with the man-to-man defense.
Out to Marquez Robinson, steps into the foul circle, puts it up. It's off the right side of the rim, comes down to Marcus Dockery for Howard. It's Hawkins now, goes right side. Jordan Wood from way outside, that one off the rim, comes down, and Robinson has the rebound. Robinson, playing in the guard spot, really comes down with a lot of rebounds. Yes. He's actually 10th in the conference in rebounding.
He's a great rebounding guard.
Inside, Marquez has to back it out to Somerville. Somerville, 10 seconds on the shot clock. They'll feed it down along the baseline. Somerville turns around, puts it over top of the defender, won't go. Going to run out, and they reset the shot clock. They really shouldn't have, and the officials just blew the whistle. That ball never touched iron, so they couldn't reset the shot clock, and the shot clock ran out on Delaware State. It will be Howard ball. Good catch by the officials.
Yes. No, it'll still be Del State's ball. It's just a mistake.
They
gave them 4 seconds.
Right, they put 4 seconds back on. I thought they had run out of time. Perkins putting it up. That one off the rim. Comes down to Robinson. Hornets get it back. Munoz underneath. Nice reverse layup by Jevin Munoz. 2-2 game with 17:22 left in the first half. Corey, it's Steve Settle on the left side. As they take it along the baseline, now working inside, it's Dockery. Dockery tried to feed it in to Settle, working inside. Hornets took it away. Kyle Johnson with a layup attempt missing, but he's going to go to the foul line because he was fouled. And Shai Odom gets called for the first foul of the game.
Good vision there by Corey Perkins coming down court to see Kyle Johnson running the floor.
Kyle Johnson, the graduate student, attended and played at Cal State Monterey Bay for the Otters in the California Collegiate Athletic Association Division II, and he's finishing out his college career here at Delaware State. As he puts the first shot in, the Hornets get their first lead of the game, and he'll shoot another. Johnson had 2 points on January 7th in that game against Howard. Second shot missed, rebound came out to the Bison. Hornets lead by 1. Now it's Settle on the outside, goes into the lane and lost the ball. Hornets get it, pass it out. Marquez Robinson pulls up right at the foul line, shoots, misses. Howard gets that rebound. It's Settle, the 6'10 redshirt junior, up. Gives it off to Elijah Hawkins. Hawkins left side. Sends it out. Jordan Wood with a three. And the Bison go into a 5-3 lead.
That's a lot of size. It's tough to, get your hands up in his shooting pocket when he's that tall. And
nice
you're a
move.
guard.
Somerville over top of defenders. It rolled around the back of the rim. Came out. Nobody controlled it, but touched last by the Bison. Hornets will keep the ball and have 19 seconds on the shot clock.
I like the matchup.
Somerville inbounds it to Kyle Johnson. He gives it off to Corey Perkins in front of the Howard bench. Muñez now with 10 seconds on the shot clock feeds inside. Johnson gets it back out. Out to Muñez. He steps into the paint. 2 seconds, and then they're going to get him called for traveling as he had the pivot foot set and then decided to move it.
Yeah, a little indecision that time by Muñez. He had Settle coming out, who's known for blocking shots, and he hesitated a little bit, went in there, and then lost his footing. Got called for the travel. And
we get our first media timeout of the game at 15:58 left in the first half. Howard leading 5-3 over Delaware State, putting the U in HBCU. We're HSRN.
Why choose Del One? 1 out of every 11 Delaware residents is a part of the Del One family. Rooted in Delaware, community-driven, Del One strives to be an active part of Delaware neighborhoods and organizations. To this day, the Del One Foundation has raised hundreds of thousands of dollars for countless local charities, and our commitment continues. Choose Del One, and let's grow together.
We're back to action here in Memorial Hall. Howard with the ball, working it around. Jordan Wood.
No.
It's Bryce Harris with the ball. Gives it off to Khalil Robinson as Howard made substitutions on the break. Kobe Dixon inside, and they'll get called for traveling.
That's something that Coach Blakeney has done throughout the season and throughout his career now as a head coach at Howard. He does almost like a hockey change. 5 out, 5 in.
Now Marquez Robinson will bring it across center court for Delaware State. Right out at the logo, works to the left side. Guarded by Khalil Robinson. Out to Jevin Muñez, Corey Perkins, top of the key, over to Muñez on the right side, back out to Perkins. Near center court, slides off to the right side, now drives in underneath. Gives it off to Marquez Robinson as he goes up, the ball stripped out of his hands. 2 seconds on the shot clock, Muñez for three, missing, loose ball underneath. Howard will control it as Bryce Harris goes to the floor with it. And they're going to call jump ball. All the Hornets did was reach down and put their hands on the ball, and the officials blew the whistle. Delaware State gets it on the possession arrow. So they'll get 20 seconds on the shot clock and see if they can do something here to pull even with the Bison. Muñez takes the inbound pass in front of the Howard bench, sends it out to Marquez on the right side. Robinson now working inside, left side of the lane, tried to go over top of the defender. Khalil Robinson made contact with Robinson as he went up, tried to make the block, but got ball also.
I was about to say, either way, you're going to say Robinson, offensively or defensively.
Right.
With both of them sticking one another with no relation.
Marquez at the lines, 81% from the foul line on the season. That's not a sure thing, but I'll tell you, I like the odds. See if he can pull the Hornets even here. He makes the first shot. He'll get his points, too, as the day goes along. Great addition to this team. And when we were at Coppin State just a few weeks ago, had a great turnout of his family and friends and fans from Baltimore as he makes both shots and ties it up at 5. 14:50 to go in the half. Bison's Thomas Weaver had the ball. They work to the left side to Bryce Harris. Now they give it off to Kobe Dixon. Dixon out to Jelani Williams. Williams drives inside. They force him into a wild shot. The ball came loose. Hornets thought they took it away underneath, but there's going to be a foul called against Delaware State. Ray Somerville, who can get in foul trouble because of the aggressive style he plays underneath there. It's the first team foul for Delaware State. Just have to make sure Somerville doesn't get in foul trouble early. Kobe Dixon at the line puts his team back in front with that shot.
And again, he's allowed to play aggressive, I think, Gary, because Coach Wooderman still has Cameron Stith as long as Brandon Stone, who both are a little bit more offensive than Raymond is.
Stone also at 6'11", as Dixon hits both shots to make it 7-5. And Cameron Stitt at 6'8", plays like he's 6'11". Munoz across center court for the Hornets. Works to the left side. Now to Somerville, just outside the foul circle. Inside to Marquez Robinson. Back to Somerville, right side of the lane. Shot off the rim. And Bryce Harris grabbing the rebound. This is going to be a foul on Khalil Robinson. That'll be his second foul, the third on the team.
And again, that's because Marquez Robinson, being a good rebounding guard, had him down low on that block, and it was nothing the other Robinson could do.
Now Somerville goes to the bench. Stitt comes in. Kyle Johnson and Kobe Dixon were getting tied up even before an attempt for the inbound. Official stopped that and stepped in between. Hornets get the successful inbound pass. Corey Perkins sends it over to Marquez Robinson on the right side. Robinson trying to drive inside, left side of the foul circle, feeds it back out to Corey Perkins. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Robinson shot off the rim, won't go, loose ball, grabbed by Jelani Williams for Howard. He gives it to Khalil Robinson. Now they work it to the right side to Bryce Harris. Harris bounce pass outside to Kobe Dixon. They try to work it inside, loose ball. Jelani Williams lost it, but a foul will be called here, and could be on the Hornets. It will be on Kyle Johnson. Second team foul for Kyle. Williams goes to the line for Howard. Howard, 69% from the charity stripe. 43 of 62 on the season. He's going to be 44 of 63 after that. My quick math skills just ended with that.
Delaware is a little bit smaller now, even though they still have Kyle Johnson and Stith out there. They're still a little bit smaller than they usually are, taking Munoz out.
Williams, that one looked like it was in. It bounced around, had some English on it, and came back out. Hornets got the rebound. Kyle Johnson got it, fed it off to Corey Perkins. Perkins down the left side now, left-handed dribble, trying to get in around Thomas Weaver. Now we have a whistle away from the other. This one's getting a little chippy already.
Well, Marquez Robinson is down on that block, and the other Robinson, Kyle, can't stop him.
Khalil Robinson.
He's just going to stay in trouble because he's fighting Robinson down on the block.
Robinson now with 3 personal fouls. And we're at the 13:20 mark of the first half. Robinson may be finding a seat here pretty soon. No effort to replace him at the moment. Cameron Stitt gives it off to Kyrie Staten. Staten on the right side to Johnson. Gives it to Marquez Robinson. Robinson steps into the foul circle. Goes to the left side to Corey Perkins. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Perkins works into the paint. Puts up a shot. It's just off the mark on the right. Comes off the rim to Howard. Now Weaver takes it left side to Williams. Williams trying to work down the side. Ball hit off of somebody's foot and rolled ahead. Delaware State picked up the loose ball. Long pass down in the corner to Staten. Staten drives inside, sends it out to Stitt on the right. They'll work it all the way out. Marquez Robinson steps inside the arc all alone. Shot off the rim, comes out. Johnson grabs it for Delaware State. They'll clear it back out and reset that offense. Corey Perkins working around the defender Weaver. Nice spin move while dribbling. Marquez Robinson top of the key. Loose ball comes back out off the back of the rim. Kyrie Staten puts one up. It's off the rim and comes down to Williams for Howard. Hornets unable to pick up a couple of points there with a few shots.
Yeah, a couple of offensive rebounds and second chances, and Del State came up short.
Khalil Robinson goes on a baseline pass to Kobe Dixon, out of his hands. Perkins down to Staten. Staten came up short on the shot, but they're going to call a foul on Jelani Williams. And that stops the clock with 11:52 left in the first half and a timeout on the court. It's Howard 8, Delaware State 5, putting the U in HBCU. We're HSRN. Fire Company is looking for a few good people ready to make a difference in their community. If you want to make a difference, call the Little Creek Fire Company. Check it out. They'll find out, tell you how you can help. It doesn't mean you're going to be riding on a truck and holding hoses. They have a lot of positions where they need help. Ladies Auxiliary and many other spots. Give them a call. Find out what you can do. Kyrie Staten standing at the foul line for the Hornets. 35 of 43 on the season, 36 of 44 as Staten puts in his first shot of the game from the line. Coach, you wonder, that's an 81% foul shooting. I'm sorry, go ahead, Charles.
Coach has inserted Stone as well as Parker. I think he's looking for a little more offense now.
Staten hitting both makes it a 1-point difference, 8-7. Howard in front by 1. Elijah Hawkins left side comes around into the foul circle. Spin move, left side of the lane, passes it off to Steve Settle. Settle looking for some help. Gets it off to Odom. Shy Odom drives inside. Tries to go over top of Stone. Gets blocked out. Puts it up again. Misses. And Brandon Stone's there for the rebound. That's why Stone's in the game. That defense right there. What a shot by Cameron Stitt. Took a long pass. He was underneath the basket. Put it up, a reverse shot over the back of his head and dropped it in. Cameron Stitt, that's athleticism.
When you see a shot like that, it's good to be about 6'8", 6'9", because you got about a 4-foot arm that just went from underneath the basket and reversed it right in.
And Jordan Wood fouled him on the shot.
Yeah.
So Stitt will be at the line to shoot one. And he puts the Hornets ahead now by 2, 10-8.
11-17 left. Lots of basketball.
A lot of time and a lot of action still to come. Stay with us. Here's Steve Settle, the third. His shot missing. And trying to save it was Shai Odom. But they say his foot came down out of bounds before he was able to toss it back in. Delaware State will get the ball and a chance now to increase the lead. Corey Perkins near center court on the right side, going around Hawkins, now pulls up. Bounce pass over to Okoye Parker on the left. Parker drives up to the baseline. He'll pass it back, and it's off the hands of Kyrie Staten. Hawkins with the easy layup. Elijah Hawkins for Howard, tying the game at 10. And that was a pass trying to get it back outside. But the Hornets just unable to control it. Here's Staten shooting. Rolls around the rim. Tipped out to Howard. Elijah Hawkins will bring it down for the Bison after the Jordan Wood rebound. Wood on the right side, wants three. Missed. Settle grabbed a hold of it. It was knocked out of his hands by Corey Perkins. And now Okoye Parker brings it down on the break. Feeds it off underneath. Kyrie Staten. Nice pass by Parker to Staten.
Good look. Good one-man fast break that time by Parker, getting it out quickly.
And Staten there in position underneath to get the basket. Hornets go back in front, 12-10. Wood goes left side to Settle. They're working around to Hawkins now. Back inside, Wood drives into the lane, feeds it off, and a dunk by Shai Odom. Back tied at 12. Perkins near center court on the left side. Now works around the pick to the right side. Staten feeds inside to Stone. Stone has it slapped away. It goes out of bounds. Jordan Wood knocked it out of bounds for the Bison. Perkins will go out. Marquez Robinson comes back in for Delaware State, and he'll take over that point guard spot that Corey Perkins vacates.
Yes. And again, you still have a good scoring out there between Marquez, Parker, and Witt, Stone. You got a lot of offense out there on the floor, and they're playing well on the defensive end.
Robinson now bounce pass over on the side to Stitt. Stitt drives baseline, shot missed, and they're going to call a charge on Cameron Stitt.
That was a good step up by Elijah Hawkins, because Cameron Stitt had his man beat on the baseline.
9:02 left in the first half. Back and forth, this one has gone. I suspect it may be that way for 40 minutes here today. Hawkins looking to the right side, passes to the left to Williams. Now they send it down to Settle, back out to Williams in the lane to Hawkins, drives right side, tried to pass it inside, had Shai Odom going to the basket. And now we're going to have an offensive foul and a charge called on Elijah Hawkins. Crowd called that one before the whistle blew.
Again, both guys were fighting for the ball. Elijah got a little aggressive, pushed Stanton down to the ground.
That's the 7th team foul on Howard.
Yes, but being an offensive foul because he's saying he had possession,
right.
He won't go to the line.
Right, but the next defensive foul, the Hornets will be in the bonus. Marquez Robinson working to the right side. Elijah Hawkins on him like an extra jersey. They get it to Brandon Stone. Stone sends it out to Staten. Staten drives in the paint, puts it up. Not enough on it as it hit off the front of the rim, came down, and it was grabbed by Jelani Williams, but they're going to call a foul on Williams. Gives him 2, 8 on the team. Kyrie Staten to the line. He had 7 points against Howard back when they met in Washington in January.
Del State doing a great job with these free throws.
And that can make a difference in the game when it comes down to the final.
Yeah, and then again, Coach Witterman now is going a little bit more zone with this group as opposed to man-to-man.
Staten hitting both to make it 14-12, putting Delaware State back in front. Staten with 6 points in the game. He's the leading scorer right now. Hawkins right side. Sends it down to Marcus Dockery in the corner. Back to Hawkins, and they'll work it around. Go inside to Odom. Odom trying to get around Brandon Stone. Stone tipping that shot, but the putback is by Jelani Williams, and they tie the game again.
Again, that was great effort by Stone, but then again, Marquez was a little outsized that time, and that's how they got the offensive rebound.
We are knotted at 14 with 7:45 to go in the half. Marquez Robinson in front of the Howard bench, leans inside, sends it out to Brandon Stone. Stone through traffic and puts it up and in. Had to wait for it to bounce around a little bit, but it fell in for him. 16-14 down at the other end.
That was great hustle by Kyrie Stanton. Great hustle.
Tried to take it away, was not able to hold on to it. Brings us to a media timeout here with 7:29 left in the first half. Hornets in front, 16-14 over Howard. Putting the U in HBCU, we are HSRN.
I'm Trina Turner. I am a registered nurse here at Bay Health. I've been a nurse for 29 years, but I been here at Bay Health for 11 years, and I am currently a nurse navigator working in oncology department. The advice I would give to young African Americans that are trying to get into healthcare is that representation is very important. And if you love your community and you love what you do, it's very important for them to see you and see themselves in you. That was one of the reasons why I became a nurse. My mother was a nurse for 45 years, and I saw how she advocated and cared for everyone, and that was something that I wanted to do. And I wanted to make sure that, younger generations of nurses know that anything is possible, and it's important to just keep giving back to the community, and it's important that we are seen and heard.
Alkaline water at its best, B2L29 Premium Alkaline Water. You can visit them on the web at b2l29pw.com. Coming back to action here at Memorial Hall, Gary Lang, Charles Robinson with you on this Saturday afternoon. Going to be Howard Ball as we come back.
Del State will play a zone.
Hornets with a 2-point lead. Back and forth battle here this afternoon. Long pass inbound. Goes to Settle. He takes it left side to Dockery. Now they'll work it all the way around. Cameron stuck a foot out, knocked it out of bounds on the attempt to pass it down in the corner to Steve Settle. Bison ball. And they get it into Elijah Hawkins. Hawkins to Odom on the right side. Shai Odom, the freshman from Roxbury, Massachusetts, takes it left side, and a three-pointer for Jelani Williams.
That was a good shot by Jelani Williams, catching him off guard. And the man-to-man, Kyrie Stanton was a little late on his closeout.
Williams puts the Bison back in front, 17-16. Now it's Kyrie Staten over a defender. Puts the Hornets back in front with a 2.
Got his 2 points right back.
18-17. Kyrie Staten on the mark today with 8 points so far. Hawkins dribbles to the right side. Now drives inside. Left-handed layup off the glass is good. Nice move by Hawkins.
Yeah.
19-18. Bison back in front. As we seesaw here. Marquez Robinson now gets tied up. He'll have to pass it back to Corey Perkins as he had to stop his dribble and pull it in to protect the ball. Perkins to the basket, just a little bit too strong, but look at the tremendous leaping ability to get way up high on that shot. Howard coming away with the rebound. Williams looking for three again. It misses. This one comes out, and Settle couldn't control it. Perkins to Robinson. Robinson laid it on the rim, wouldn't fall in though, and it comes down to Hawkins for Howard. Hawkins passes it off. Reverse layup by Dockery, misses. Stone's there for the rebound. Perkins over to Staten on the right side, looking for three, missed. Stone's there for the follow-up though, and gets the basket for the Hornets.
Good up and down basketball. Dale State's got to be patient because here comes the hockey change.
And Delaware State back in front now by a point, 20-19 with 5:25 to go in the half. Odom drives inside. He's going to be fouled by Stone. He'll go to the line as well. As Odom puts Howard back in front by one, chance to make it two here.
That's a little tough because you're asking Brandon Stone on a switch. He has to guard the guard up top and then get all the way down. There was no rotation from the bottom man that time by the Dale State Hornets.
Shai Odom, who had 6 points against Delaware State on January 7th, actually checked that, 8 points, has 6 in this game so far.
Now, you know Shai Odom comes from a great high school in Sierra Canyon. You might know a couple of kids that go there, Bronny James and Bryce James, whose dad is not too bad when it comes to NBA basketball, and LeBron James.
I heard he can be counted on for a couple points a game.
Yeah.
And Shai Odom from Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, getting the foul shot, 22-20. Nice feed inside underneath Somerville with the dunk. We're tied at 22. Weaver on the right side, holds, sets the offense. Gives it off. Bryce Harris crossing. Now they'll work it to the left side. Jordan Wood gives it to Dixon. Back to Wood. And Jordan Wood with another three-pointer. 2 field goals for Wood. 2 three-pointers. 25-22. Howard back in front by 3. And as they come down court, the Hornets, Stan Waterman wants a timeout. I think he wants to adjust some personnel, reacting to Howard as they made adjustments as well.
Yes.
For all of your automotive needs, trust the Duck. That's Fred Drake Automotive. Memorial Hall, Delaware State.
And sometimes you might think with that hockey change, it might be in Howard's favor because Dale State doesn't switch players as often or as many as Coach Blakeney does. But again, right now with Jordan Wood and Brandon Stone, they're looking at the exact same player. Both can go inside, both can go outside. That's a pretty great matchup.
Nice pass inside to Stone. He went to the baseline, and a turnaround jumper is good. 25-24, Bison in front. Bryce Harris takes it left side. They get it out to Wood again on the left side. Tries to go inside to Dixon. He couldn't handle it. They dive to the floor for the ball. And Dixon on his back with the ball in his hands. Corey Perkins went down and put his hands on it. And we got the whistle and the tie-up.
Again,
it's going to be Howard's ball.
MEAC conference basketball, guys are hitting the floor. Everything matters. Each possession counts.
Weaver takes the ball to the right side, feeds it out to Jordan Wood. He shoots for 3, missed it. Hornets got the rebound. Staten takes it to Okoye Parker. Parker to Perkins. Back outside. Staten wants 3, hits off the rim, comes out. Stone got the loose ball rebound. Somerville and Stone in together. They've got the height inside. Now Perkins out near center court, right side, drives forward, sends it out. Somerville from inside the foul circle hits it off the back of the rim. It comes down to Brandon Wood for Howard. Wood gives it to Weaver. Weaver takes it back to Wood on the right side. In the paint, turnaround jumper, comes up short. Parker gets the ball for the Hornets. Parker down through traffic. No look pass, left side, Staten off the rim. Somerville follow-up good. Hornets go back in front, 26-25, 3 minutes, 15 seconds to go in the first half.
A lot of energy, a lot of great effort on both ends by both teams.
Jordan Wood holds the ball left side, looks inside for the Bison, sends it out to Harris, top of the key, just inside the arc, goes inside to Kobe Dixon. Dixon looks for help, gets it out to Wood, and now we have traveling called against Jordan Wood. Turn it over to Delaware State with just under 3 minutes to go in the first half and a media timeout. 2:58 to go. Hornets up by 1, 26-25 over the Bison, putting the U in HBCU. We're HSRN. Back at Memorial Hall, where Delaware State just went back in front by a point. This is the kind of game I think most people were expecting here this afternoon.
I believe that to be true. Both teams are playing excellent basketball right now, and both coaches seem to be pleased. It's a matter of adjustments. It's going to be a real great chess match.
Back to action here. Kyrie Staten puts it up high. Loose ball comes out, and the pass down court by Jelani Williams, tipped by Jevin Munoz for Delaware State. It knocks it out of bounds. Bison will keep the ball as we're back into action here in Delaware State, up by 1. Elijah Hawkins, the 5'11 sophomore from the nation's capital, sends it right side to Marcus Dockery, also from the nation's capital. You would expect a couple of D.C. players on a team based in D.C. Cross-court pass to Steve Settle, works into the lane, goes up, takes the shot, and the whistle blows. This one's going to be on Kyle Johnson, giving him his second foul. That's the 15th foul, as Delaware State has played a pretty clean first half. Settle at the line.
And again, I think that's something that you want to make sure your lead player does. Settle driving hard to the basket so he can get to the foul line just to see the ball go through the rim. Get a little bit of confidence.
Steve Settle III getting his first point of the game, tying it at 26. You'd expect him to do well. He's second in the MEAC in free throw percentage at 84%. That's going to go down a little bit as he missed the second one. And Howard grabbed the loose ball. We have officials blowing the whistle. Did we have a clock problem?
Yeah.
One of the officials going over to the scorer's table. Don't have any idea at this point of what the stoppage was about.
The shot clock went to 30 instead of 20 on the offensive rebound.
All right. Howard keeps the ball and they get it in, so they're down to 12 seconds on the shot clock. Williams goes inside, feeds it off to Settle. Settle comes baseline for the dunk. Raymond Somerville went for the block. and got called for his second personal foul. Got a reaction from the fans, though, didn't he?
That was two grown men meeting at the top floor to have a discussion, that's for sure.
Steve Settle III back at the line. And he drops in the first one to put the Bison back in front. I have a feeling that we won't know until the end of the game officially who ends up in front. Settle, who had 6 points against the Hornets back in January, gets 2 shots to go right there. And he is up to working his way to what he had against Delaware State back last month. 2-point lead for Howard now, 28-26 with a minute and 50 left in the half. Jevin Munoz, his shot for 3, hits off the left side of the rim, comes out to, well, Kyle Johnson tried to keep the ball from going out of bounds, wasn't able to do so. Tossed it back in, but he had made contact with the floor. Howard gets the ball now with a minute and 47 left in the half. Marcus Dockery back in the game for Howard. Khalil Robinson will take a seat as Elijah Hawkins brings it across the logo at center court for Howard. Flips to Jelani Williams. They'll work it all the way to the left side to Dockery. Dockery gives it off to Odom. Odom to Williams, top of the key. Drives inside. Shot forced. Came up short. Comes down to Munoz. A minute and 20 left in the first half. Staten steps up. Got fouled in the act of shooting as he wanted to shoot for 3. Defender came out. He stepped around and went up for the shot and then got fouled. Settle getting his first foul, but that's 9 on the team. It'll send Staten up to try to pull the Hornets even here. Gets that one to go. Man, that looked like it wanted to jump out on Kyrie. But instead it dropped in. Staten started off hot for Delaware State. Scored in double figures in the first 6 games. And then he went cold in the last 5 games. He's gone in double figures in 3 of the last 5. Has a chance to do it here today as he, well, doesn't even have a chance to do it. He just hit 10. He's in double figures on the afternoon already. Shai Odom. Ball tipped away as he goes for the shot. Hornets trying Staten to come out with it, but Elijah Hawkins put a stop to that, knocked the ball away, and then picked it up.
Great
Less
defense.
than a minute left in the half now. Hawkins working in, spin move, left side, sends it out to Williams. They want 3, and it is good for Jelani Williams. Williams with a couple of 3-pointers here this afternoon puts Howard back in front, 31-28. 35 seconds left in the half. Corey Perkins now trying to get around Elijah Hawkins on the right side. Goes past. Passes it off to Staten. Staten had to go get it. It got loose. Rushes forward. Steps up into the foul circle. Missed the shot. It rolled around the rim. Came out to Howard. Williams brings it down. Takes it to Hawkins right side. 10 seconds left in the half. Hawkins looking inside. Trying to go around Munoz. Pulls up at the foul line, lost the handle on it, got the shot away just before the end of the first half, but it missed. And they'll go to the locker room with the Bison in front by 3 over Delaware State, 31-28. Putting the U in HBCU, we are HSRN.
I'm Lydell Letzum. I'm a general surgeon. I am the director of wound care for Bay Health for both its Kent and Sussex campuses. I think that the thing to rising up above is, one, changing the stigma of being scientifically and mathematically proficient as a person of color. That is both within our community and external to our community. I am currently 52 years old. I have faced that stigma every step of my career, no matter where I went. The notion that me being an African American, that I was proficient, forget excellent, that I was just proficient in science and math was always taken as an anomaly by both my cultural peers and my non-cultural peers. So I think as a culture and as a community, we have to get past that stigma that African Americans can do more than run and jump.
Why choose Del One? Del One is rooted in Delaware and here to cover you through your financial journey. From your first account, auto loan, or rewards credit card, buying a home or starting a business, investing, planning for retirement, and then enjoying it. Get what you need when you need it. Del One has you covered. Choose Del One and let's grow together.
Hey Hornets, I'm Dr. Candace Samuels, a family medicine doctor at Bay Health Family Medicine Dover and a proud Delaware State alum. As a family medicine doctor, I provide primary care for the entire family, from the newest addition to grandma and grandpa and everyone in between. I also offer OB care, including prenatal care and low-risk deliveries for moms to be. I'm proud to be caring for the community that raised me, and I'm especially honored to give back to my DSU family. I'm Dr. Candace Samuels, and I'm here for our Hornets.
Taste the uniqueness of our first-generation German bakery in Delhi. The new Bavarian bakery in Delhi in Dover. Authentic, original creations are made fresh from scratch every day. Enjoy one of our great pastries and signature cakes. Don't forget to bring home our house-made breads, Bavarian rye, sourdough, and fresh sandwich rolls. At our deli, choose from 14 different breads. You deserve only the best. The new Bavarian bakery in Delhi in Dover.
Hello, I'm Kimberly Holmes, Stroke Clinical Nurse Specialist at Bay Health, Chair of the Delaware Stroke System of Care Committee, and Board President of the Delaware American Heart and Stroke Association. I am also a proud DSU alumna. Stroke disproportionately affects African Americans. I am driven to educate my community regarding the prevention and/or control of risk factors such as high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and obesity. I'm Kimberly Holmes, and I'm here for our Hornets.
Why choose Del One? Del One is there for you, wherever you are, and is here to help you get to where you're going. Don't just be a number, and choose to be a part of the Del One family. With personal service, great rates, and accessible products, Del One has you covered. Whether you prefer to branch out or enjoy the comfort of home, leave it to us. Choose Del One and let's grow together.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer, president of Sodell Concepts, the best restaurant group in the state, and we're inviting you to come join our team. Sodell Concepts is a growing hospitality company with 16 restaurants and a variety of other hospitality businesses, all located in beautiful southern Delaware. We have recently added many departments to our executive leadership team, including a training department, a property development department, and a construction department. We invite you to come live at the beach and work with a growing restaurant group with many opportunities to advance your career. Sodell Concepts Restaurant Group, come check us out.
Why choose Del One? 1 out of every 11 Delaware residents is a part of the Del One family. Rooted in Delaware, community-driven, Del One strives to be an active part of Delaware neighborhoods and organizations. To this day, the Del One Foundation has raised hundreds of thousands of dollars for countless local charities, and our commitment continues. Choose Del One, and let's grow together.
I'm Trina Turner. I am a registered nurse here at Bay Health. I've been a nurse for 29 years, but I am been here at Bay Health for 11 years, and I am currently a nurse navigator working in oncology department. The advice I would give to young African Americans that are trying to get into healthcare is that representation is very important. And if you love your community and you love what you do, it's very important for them to see you and see themselves in you. That was one of the reasons why I became a nurse. My mother was a nurse for 45 years, and I saw how she advocated and cared for everyone, and that was something that I wanted to do. And I wanted to make sure that, younger generations of nurses know that anything is possible, and it's important to just keep giving back to the community, and it's important that we are seen and heard.
I'm Lydell Letsom. I'm a general surgeon. I am the director of wound care for Bay Health for both its Kent and Sussex campuses. I think that the thing to rising up above is, one, changing the stigma of being scientifically and mathematically proficient as a person of color. That is both within our community and external to our community. I am currently 52 years old. I have faced that stigma every step of my career, no matter where I went. The notion that me being an African American, that I was proficient, forget excellent, that I was just proficient in science and math was always taken as an anomaly by both my cultural peers and my non-cultural peers. So I think as a culture and as a community, we have to get past that stigma that African Americans can do more than run and jump.
Why choose Del One? Del One is rooted in Delaware and here to cover you through your financial journey. From your first account, auto loan, or rewards credit card, buying a home or starting a business, investing, planning for retirement, and then enjoying it. Get what you need when you need it. Del One has you covered. Choose Del One and let's grow together.
Hey Hornets, I'm Dr. Candace Samuels, a family medicine doctor at Bay Health Family Medicine Dover and a proud Delaware State alum. As a family medicine doctor, I provide primary care for the entire family, from the newest addition to grandma and grandpa and everyone in between. I also offer OB care, including prenatal care and low-risk deliveries for moms-to-be. I'm proud to be caring for the community that raised me, and I'm especially honored to give back to my DSU family. I'm Dr. Candace Samuels, and I'm here for our Hornets.
Taste the uniqueness of our first-generation German bakery in Delhi. The new Bavarian bakery in Delhi in Dover. Authentic, original creations are made fresh from scratch every day. Enjoy one of our great pastries and signature cakes. Don't forget to bring home our house-made breads, Bavarian rye, sourdough, and fresh sandwich rolls. At our deli, choose from 14 different breads. You deserve only the best. The new Bavarian bakery in Delhi in Dover.
Hello, I'm Kimberly Holmes, Stroke Clinical Nurse Specialist at Bay Health, Chair of the Delaware Stroke System of Care Committee, and Board President of the Delaware American Heart and Stroke Association. I am also a proud DSU alumna. Stroke disproportionately affects African Americans. I am driven to educate my community regarding the prevention and/or control of risk factors such as high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and obesity. I'm Kimberly Holmes, and I'm here for our Hornets.
Delaware State down by 3 at the half here as we come back to Memorial Hall. I'm Gary Lang along with Charles Robinson, and the Hornets fighting their way back in this one. Good chance for the Hornets to pull it back here as they've been managed to go back and forth through this first half. The leading scorer in the game right now, Kyrie Staten with 10. The official sponsors of HSRN are Symphony Potato Chips, Fred Drake Automotive, B2L29 Premium Alkaline Water, America's Mortgage Coach John Millette, the Little Creek Fire Company, and Cush College. Delaware State with the ball to start the second half. Gary Lang along with Charles Robinson as we see the ball come down to Jevin Munoz on the right side. Inside to Raymond Somerville. They tie him up, but we're going to have a foul called on Howard. They had Somerville backed up, and he got up limping.
Shy Odom.
Shy Odom with his second of the game. Somerville limping around there. He fell backward because they had him leaning back when the foul was committed. Stays in the game, gets it in to Kyle Johnson. Johnson to Perkins, down to Munoz on the right side. They go inside. Kyle Johnson in the paint, turns around, goes over the defender. The ball bounces off the back of the rim, comes forward, and goes in for Kyle Johnson. His first field goal of the game pulls the Hornets within one, 31-30.
It's a good thing to see now what coaches have made adjustments during halftime.
Here's a shot for three. Marcus Dockery dropping it in from outside, 34-30. Dockery's first basket of the game. Puts Howard up by 4 as they continue to shoot the threes. Here's Corey Perkins driving inside for the layup. Jordan Wood at 6'9" blocked his shot. Going for the alley-oop and missed by Howard. Shy Odom on the receiving end of the pass couldn't get the dunk to go, but he got fouled. It's going to be Somerville with number 3 on the game. And Odom to the line for the Bison. Shy Odom, 70% on the foul line on the season. Odom in the first half with 7 points for the Bison. And now ready to go. Odom steps to the line, ready to shoot. First shot is good. Makes it a 5-point game. Howard coming out pretty hot here in the second half.
And again, it's whichever team makes the least mistakes, it looks like this time. Howard with a 5-point lead with a chance to go in a 2-possession game here.
Odom's second shot misses. Somerville goes up high for the rebound. Gives it off Marquez Robinson. He brings it down. Munoz on the left side. Out to Perkins at the logo at center court. Now over to Kyle Johnson. Johnson top of the key to Munoz, left side. Back to Perkins, top of the key. Right side to Kyle Johnson. Trying to get it inside to Marquez Robinson. It's taken away by Elijah Hawkins. Hawkins brings it down. Feeds it out right side. Dockery for 3. Missing. Taken by Settle for Howard. He'll give it to Dockery. Baseline jumper is good for 2. 37-30. Howard with 6 points here in the second half. Delaware State with just 2. And a steal again by Howard. Jordan Wood stepping in front and taking the ball away. Feeding inside to Steve Settle for 2. And Howard goes up 39-30. Hornets want a timeout. They don't like that at all.
Yeah. Quick momentum change right there by Howard University with the 3-quarter court press.
That first minute and 57 seconds of this second half, not good for Delaware State, as Howard put up 8 points. The Hornets only able to come up with only 2, but Howard was running fast break and hitting threes, and Delaware State was just unable to hold on to the ball. Bad passes.
Yeah, and again, I think the 3-quarter court press, they weren't really doing anything till once you cross half court, and then they were sending people at them. Del State just lost their little bit of fundamentals and principles, keeping a guy in the middle and spreading the floor so that they can beat that press.
The Little Creek Fire Company is looking for a few good people ready to make a difference in their community. Call Steve Bundick at the Little Creek Fire Company to find out how you can help. Here's the number to call Steve Bundick, 302-362-5455. The Little Creek Fire Company, and you can help out. Delaware State going to have to get back into action here. Came out with kind of tempo that both teams were playing in the first half, and Howard came out at double speed.
Yeah, and now again, Del State has to make sure they start to match Howard's intensity. They're at home. The fans got to get behind them, and they can go on a little run here to make a big difference. We don't want Howard to get in a double-digit lead here because they do have a great offensive team.
If you want to beat the #1 team in the conference, you have to go out there and run faster and shoot better. And in this first minute and 57 seconds of the second half, Delaware State hasn't done that. They do have the ball right now, though, as they bring it up court. Left side to Muñez. Muñez trying to drive inside, feeds it off to Kyle Johnson. His shot off of his hand, blocked. Hawkins jumps forward with the ball for Bison. Now away from the ball, we've got a foul. We'll have to see what this is about. It's Kyle Johnson. That's 3 for Johnson here.
A little frustrated on that missed attempt down there. Got a little physical with Wood. Ref caught it on the baseline.
Got to get physical with Wood. At the size that guy works. They've got him listed at 6'9". Looks much bigger than that.
Yeah.
Looks like he might match up to Somerville at 6'11". Well, Hawkins trying to work inside. Banged it off his own foot. It's picked up by Muñez. 1-on-2 break. Muñez puts it up off the glass. Missed. Marquez Robinson didn't, though, as he followed up. Robinson was held to 2 points in the first half. Now has 4 points on the game. Wood on the left side. Sends it to Dockery. Now they give it to Odom. Odom with a dunk. And he's into double figures, 41-32.
Yeah, he left Somerville standing still that time.
Perkins gives it off to Robinson right side. Back to Perkins as he comes to the right side out near center court. Perkins now goes into the foul circle with it. Gives to Robinson. Marquez Robinson into the lane. Off the glass. Beautiful right-handed layup.
Went through 3 defenders that time.
41-33. Hornets now back within 41-34. I'll sharpen up my math skills. Hornets back within 7. Jordan Wood working down to the baseline. Sends it back out to Odom. Odom to Hawkins. Top of the key. Inside to Odom. He got tripped up. Fell down. And they're going to call it a block by Delaware State. Both teams had hands on the ball. They'll call jump ball. And I think Brandon Stone coming back in for the Hornets now, as Somerville will go to the bench. Possession goes to Howard. They've got 5 seconds on the shot clock. Pass to the right corner. Dockery gets it off with 2 seconds on the shot clock, but he got fouled as he went up.
I don't know about that one.
Corey Perkins getting his first personal foul, and Dockery at the line.
I mean, you don't want to get too excited. I mean, Corey showed a lot of energy after he was called for that foul, and the ref stared him down a little bit.
Dockery hitting that first shot. 6 points so far for Dockery in this game. First time these two teams met back in January, he had 19. Kind of paced the team with that. His second shot is as good as his first one. And that makes it 43-34. Back to a 9-point lead. Dockery will shoot again because he was outside the arc when he was fouled on that shot.
Yeah, and again, I don't know how much of a body Corey actually got with the shot clock running down and the offensive player flinging it up there like that. But the call was made.
3 for 3 from the line there for Dockery, getting him up to 8 points in the game, and it's a 10-point lead. The Bison, 44-34, 16:07 to go in the game.
And that's a big possession there because they go up 10 as opposed to the ball being in Del State's hands.
Robinson goes all the way cross court to Munoz, back to Perkins. Perkins gives to Robinson just the right side of the top of the arc. Now Perkins back out near center court, gets it, gives it to Brandon Stone, the big guy, for three. Hits it off the rim, and it comes down to Harris for Howard. Howard sent it off left side to Williams, back to Harris. They'll work it around now, give it to Kobe Dixon, who hands it off to Khalil Robinson. Back to Williams. Williams goes inside, tries to go around defenders. Didn't have to go around. All he did was threw it up, and it went in.
Strong move that time by Williams.
46-34. Howard trying to run away with this one here. And they're going to call traveling on Jevin Munoz. He tried to pass the ball. He had hands in his face. It came down and hit Munoz, and they called traveling on him. 15:20 to go in the game. We have a timeout. Howard 46, Delaware State 34. Putting the U in HBCU. We're HSRN. We're back to action here, and it's Howard with the ball. Khalil Robinson working forward inside the arc. Gives it to Dixon. Dixon to Weaver, now down in the corner. Bryce Harris, shot from the corner, missing. Jelani Williams flashing in there and grabbing that rebound way up high. Try to go inside, they do. Harris turns around and puts it in from 3 feet away. 48-34 now, 14-point lead for Howard. They'll send it to Marquez Robinson. He glides into the paint and gets an easy layup.
That was a good take that time by Marquez.
That looked like a practice shot, man. He just rolled through there unopposed. Dixon now for Howard, right side of the lane. Passes to Williams. It's going to go into the backcourt, and that's a violation, a turnover to Delaware State. Thought we were going to get a souvenir basketball there.
I'm glad we
right
did.
To us. Yeah, because usually it comes with a souvenir player over top of the table.
Yeah, because I'm going to tell you now, Dixon looks like he's every bit of 260.
What do they have him listed at? 250.
They're lying.
Well, here's Corey Perkins working around, coming around the baseline, giving it to Kyrie Staten. Staten picking up where he left off in the first half.
Good
he
offense.
Has a dozen points.
10-point game now.
48-38, 14:05 to go. It's Jelani Williams going right side to Khalil Robinson. Robinson sends it down along the baseline to Bryce Harris. He brings it out, sends it back out to Robinson. Over to Williams, now down on the left corner. Thomas Weaver. Weaver takes it inside. Dixon off the glass, over top.
Strong post move that time by Dixon.
Sure was. 50-38. Perkins, Staten by himself, nobody around. Bangs it off the rim, though, and it comes down Jelani Williams for the Bison on the rebound. Williams over to Weaver. Weaver wants three. Weaver has three, his first basket of the game. 53-38, a 15-point lead now for the Bison. Hornets going to have to change the tempo, make some of these shots fall here. They'll give it to Perkins, back out at the logo. Works to the right side. Trying to go around the defender, gets around Weaver. Passes it down in the left corner. Marquez Robinson for three.
That was a big shot by Marquez, showing leadership, knocking down the three in the clutch situation there.
53-41 now. Hornets cut the deficit to 12. We have a charge on Howard as Kobe Dixon drove inside, and Hornets absorbed the charge. Dixon with his first foul of the game.
Now, I bet you if you ask Brandon Stone if he's 250 or 260, he'll say 260 after that charge.
Might say a little bit heavier than that. Staten will go out now.
Bringing in more offense with Parker.
Parker into the game, and he can spark the team. He did it Tuesday night against Chicago State. Nice pass to Stone, who was open. Now Parker in front of the bench will drive into the lane. Up, off the glass, off the rim, bounces down and comes down on the wrong side for Somerville to get the rebound. It came down to Williams for Howard. Down in the right corner, passing off into the baseline, moved by Bryce Harris. Harris's shot missed. A lot of contact underneath there. It's going to be Somerville who picks up number 4. And we might see a change here as Somerville gets his 4th.
It's a tough situation for Coach Wooderman because Somerville is giving him rebounds and a lot of effort.
Yeah.
And he's not getting it from Kyle, and he's not getting it as much from Cameron. So he's in a real tough situation here, what to do.
Harris just hit that first shot, and that's his first point of the game. Make it 54-41. Somerville goes out. Jevin Munoz came back in.
So now he's looking for his guards, spread the floor a little bit, maybe go a little 4-round-1 with Brandon Stone in the game.
Bryce Harris missing the second shot. And Brandon Stone goes up and gets the rebound for Delaware State. Hornets come down quickly. Parker trying for 3. How does he do it? He comes into the game cold and gets hot with a shot like that. A three-pointer for Okoye Parker pulls it down within 10. 54-44. 12 minutes and 2 to go. Now to Harris in the middle. Left side to Weaver. Weaver back out top of the key. Williams goes right side of the foul circle. His shot well off the mark on the left side. Parker has the rebound. Parker brings it down, gives it to Perkins. Perkins in the center of the court. Sets up the play. Tries to go to the left side. And contact made.
Bumped by Weaver that time out front.
Khalil Robinson called for the foul? Or was it a
Weaver.
Foul? Okay.
Weaver's called for the foul. Possession will still be at Del State.
Okay. But we have a timeout with 11:38 left in the game. The media timeout here with the stoppage in play. 10-point difference. Howard 54, Delaware State 44, putting the U in HBCU. We're HSRN. at the half. Norfolk State leading UMES 41-32. Delaware State's Okoye Parker with a jumper off the back of the rim, comes out to Jevin Munoz. He'll feed it back out on the left side to Parker as the Hornets reset that offense. Corey Perkins trying to work around the defender into the paint. Gives it to Marquez Robinson, spins inside, has to pass it off. It's Parker again.
Again, big shot by Parker.
For 3.
Giving them down by 7 now with that three-point shot.
They can get you so healthy so fast. Boy, Parker, 2 field goals in the game off the bench, both of them threes. Long pass cross court to Dockery for Howard. Now they go inside to Settle in the lane, and he feeds along to Jordan Wood, who is coming along the baseline.
Yeah, great basket cut that time.
And a good reverse layup, 56-47 now.
Again, that offense, something Coach Blakeney picked up while he was an assistant over at Harvard.
Because it's a smart move?
Well, because they run that pass and cut offense more.
Now, it's Marquez Robinson from the right side. Goes off the rim. Munoz is there on the other side for the rebound. Reverse layup that goes in, and Jevin Munoz is going to go to the line to complete the 3-point attempt.
That was a good, smart move that time.
Jordan Wood.
Munoz used the rim that time.
Wood got called for his second. Munoz with a good move underneath there. Now we've seen a real improvement in his game. He started off strong on the season, but he has really turned into a dominant player out there.
Again, they're all starting to come into their own right here. Del State is not the same Del State that you remember from the first game or from last year.
Munoz with the second shot going in, 56-40 now. Shot for 3. Dockery dropping it in from 3-point range. Corey Perkins fouled him. That's the second time Perkins has fouled somebody shooting a 3. Dockery is going to be able to make the, right now, the Bison in front by 9 after the 3-point shot. They could be up by as many as 12 by the time Dockery's finished at the line.
Yeah, now that right there, no, he's getting one shot. The basket was good.
Yeah, the basket was good.
But
you're right.
That was a foul. The last one I wasn't too sure about.
It's a 10-point difference as Dockery makes that one go, though. 60-50. And we reach the halfway mark of the second half. Just under 10 minutes to go now. Perkins goes inside, pulls up, gives it Robinson on the baseline, fouled by Odom. And Marquez Robinson will get to shoot with the clock not running as he stands there with a big smile on his face at the foul line.
That was good penetration and recognition of where your teammates are by Corey Perkins. Marquez, again, being one of those stronger upper body guards, being able to get into the paint and almost finish it for a 3-point play, but he'll take the foul and go to the line.
Gets a chance to get a breather here before he has to go to the line to shoot, too. And his first shot is good. Robinson, again, with double figures in a game. You had 11 against Howard back on January 7th.
Another good shot by Marquez, keeping him in it. 8 points.
He has more than 11 already in this one, up to 13. 60-52. Bison in front. Dockery working. They give it to Hawkins now. Hawkins tries to go left side. Steps back just inside the arc at the top of the key. They get tied up inside. It's Odom who goes strong to the basket and gets fouled by Brandon Stone. Nope, not Stone.
Gonna call it on Munoz.
Tried to get the basket. A little bit of a wrestling match for the basket there. That will be the 6th team foul on Delaware State, and Odom to step up to the line and try to shoot a couple here.
I don't know how that was a foul. I mean, big men down there, bodies is everywhere, hands and arms.
Yeah, and they picked one person out. Odom's first shot, good. Now a 9-point lead. Odom sets up at the line for the second shot. And he lets it go. Hits off the rim, won't go, but it's rebounded by Settle. They try to clear it out, and a bad pass goes off of Dockery out of bounds. Hornets get the ball.
That's a good defensive effort right there. Del State not giving up, putting a little pressure on Settle, making him throw the ball out. Del State's got to pay attention here.
A forced error by Howard. They bring it in to Robinson, who gives it immediately to Munoz. Parker's in the right corner.
That was a layup.
Another three.
He was so open, that was a layup, Gary.
Well, we'll count it as a three-pointer. 6-point lead for the Bison now, 61-55.
Wow, that was a big shot by that young man.
That was perfectly set up, too. 9 minutes to play. They'll go inside Odom with a hook shot over top. Missed. Munoz on the rebound. He gets fouled. This time they call it the other way.
It's starting to get physical now, Gary. If you're not a man, don't go in that painted area.
Look at Okoye Parker coming down the court. Clenched fists. He is tight. He is ready to play. He feels the tension in this game.
The longer they stay in it, I think the rim gets tighter and tighter for Howard, being as though they're the ones that's supposed to win.
That was the 16th foul for Howard, but because they considered it a defensive foul, they won't come down to the other end and have Munoz shoot.
Well, that's only 6. That's only 6.
Yep.
You got to get to 7, and then we'll get them.
And then Perkins down the left side for Delaware State. Parker top of the key again. Swish.
Again, I'll say it again, Larry. When he's that open, it's a layup. It's a layup.
I didn't even have to call that one. You just could tell from the crowd response. We have a foul
offensive
on Howard. Offensive. Go down the other way.
Now we got a little bit of energy in the building, Gary.
It's a foul on Elijah Hawkins, his second, but it's the 7th team foul, and it brings us to a media timeout with 8:27 left to play, and the Hornets down by 3. 61-58, Howard in front, putting the UNHBCU, we're HSRN.
Why choose Del One? Del One is there for you, wherever you are, and is here to help you get to where you're going. Don't just be a number, and choose to be a part of the Del One family. With personal service, great rates, and accessible products, Del One has you covered. Whether you prefer to branch out or enjoy the comfort of home, leave it to us. Choose Del One and let's grow together.
That replenishes you with every sip. That's B2 L29 Premium Alkaline Water. Hornets with the ball, and the crowd into the game now as the Hornets have pulled within 3. Marquez Robinson down the right side. Off the bench, Okoye Parker with 4 threes. 12 points. They take it inside to Brandon Stone. He has to pull it back out. Sends it out to Parker on the left side. Backs out near center court. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Parker gives it to Brandon Stone. He wants 3. Bangs it around. It falls in. It's a tie game. 61-61. Brandon Stone with the big shot.
That was it. Wow. You couldn't ask for a better set.
And Stone will have a chance to put the Hornets ahead here as he was fouled in the act of shooting.
Great pass by Okoye after they screened for him. A little pick and pop right there by Brandon Stone with a chance to put the Hornets ahead with this foul shot.
Okoye or Kobe Dixon with the foul. The shot by Stone off the mark, and we're tied at 61 with just under 8 minutes to go. Hawkins tied up, gets it off to Williams for Howard. Williams looking inside, goes to the left side of the lane, stops, in trouble. They've got him tied up, got his feet moving. They didn't call it. His shot went up, it missed. Brandon Stone wrestling down the rebound for Delaware State. Took it up high after he got the ball, shoulder height, and wrapped his arms around it. Perkins out at the logo, works to the left side, over to Parker. Parker feeds underneath to Munoz, lost the handle, got it back before it went out of bounds. Spin move underneath off the glass, Jevin Munoz.
Wow, what a strong move there by Munoz. Looks like it was some contact down there, played right through it.
63-61, Hornets go in front. Now it's Settle, going to the left side to Williams for Howard. You can hear this crowd is in it. Settle looking for three, off the rim, won't go. Robinson there to get the ball for Delaware State. They'll slow the basketball. Gonna slow the pace down here just a little bit. Brandon Stone from the right corner, off the rim, won't fall in. Elijah Hawkins gets it for the Bison. He'll bring it down, left-handed dribble, lost it. Munoz got it. 1-on-2 break to Stone, dunk.
Wow. Two Howard players collided that time, Gary. Stone was left wide open.
Delaware State goes up by 4, 65-61.
Timeout was called by Coach Blakeney.
He doesn't like the way things have gone recently here. Stan Waterman on the court to meet his players coming to the bench. He likes what he just saw in the last couple of minutes. 6:17 left to play, and the Hornets up by 4 right now. Hey, while we've got a moment here, we want to send congratulations. All kinds of accomplishments for Joshua Blunt. Congratulations to him, and we'll be happy to hopefully run into him at the tournament in Norfolk next month as he'll become a member of the MEAC Hall of Fame. Back into action here. Howard with the ball. Jelani Williams, right side. Feeds it off. Hawkins, he'll drive into the paint, and he got bumped as he came in. And I think it's Marquez Robinson who was there and made contact.
Yeah.
That's his first foul. The team's 7th, though.
And again, Marquez from the Baltimore area. So is Hawkins. Two guys from the city, from that Maryland, Delmarva area.
Yeah.
They know what it's like to be tough, and when it comes down to it, 4-point game, 5:59. They're not backing off of one another. The ref can say whatever he likes, but these two are going to definitely go at it.
Marquez from Newtown High School in Baltimore, a school that didn't exist when I was over in that area. Elijah Hawkins out of DeMatha, one of the major programs in the country, played for the Stags, a sophomore from D.C.
And again, he's following his coaching staff. Coach Balanas, who's an assistant at Howard, Coach Blakeney, who's the head coach, all played for DeMatha Catholic at the time of the legendary coach, may he rest in peace, John Wooten.
Hawkins, 7th in the MEAC in scoring, averaging 13 points per game. It's been held to 4 here today, and the Hornets would be happy if he stays right in that range.
Yeah, that's a good thing for them. And again, he's at the line trying to get something started, but Dale State is playing well right now. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Well, have to tell you also, though, that Hawkins is 4th in the conference in free throw percentage as he makes that shot. Averaging 81.6% at the line. That's good for 4th in the conference. Pretty unselfish player, too. 4th in the nation in Division I in assists. Hawkins making both.
So it's a great background, Gary. He comes from a legendary school. Knows how to play the game.
You make the team at the Matha, and you already know you have a step up, and you're probably going to get some college offers if you get decent playing time. Robinson lost the handle as he wanted to pass it off. Came to Howard on their end. They'll bring it down.
Unfortunate right there, Gary.
And Hawkins with a three-pointer to put Howard back in front, 66-65.
Again, watching those 2 foul shots go down, he got his form together. Knocked down the big 3 for Howard.
Now Perkins down the right side, drives down to the baseline, sends it back on out. Stone left side in the corner. And as he made a move inside, got fouled.
Got fouled by Wood.
Jordan Wood, that's 3 on him. 9 on the team, so Brandon Stone, who does pretty well from anywhere on the floor, 67% from the foul line. Brandon Stone, 10th in the conference in scoring. He didn't play in the game at Howard back on January 7th. He was still nursing an injury he picked up out at Penn State on December 29th. And Brandon Stone hitting that one. Ties the game at 66. 5:17 still to play. Somerville goes to the bench for Delaware State.
And again, Somerville's going down because he has 4 fouls. But now with both teams, the next foul that Howard commits, Dale State will be in the double bonus. Whereas now if Dale State fouls, it's only a 1-and-1 for Howard.
Stone with both from the line. Hornets go back in front as Stone goes into double figures with 10. 67-66, Delaware State in front. Think this home crowd makes a little bit of a difference here?
It makes a lot of difference to me.
Baseline.
Feel the energy.
On the baseline, they pass it back out. Williams goes up on the baseline. His shot misses, but the follow-up by Settle. Howard goes back up in front, 68-67. 4:45 to go. Corey Perkins right side for Delaware State. Over to Marquez Robinson, now Stone. Down in the corner, brings it back into the paint. Went up for the layup and dropped the ball. It's to Settle for the dunk. On the fast break, 70-67. 3-point lead for Howard now as their fans come alive behind their bench.
Here we go.
Perkins looks inside. Back out near center court. Perkins driving forward. Bounce pass cross court to Munoz. Munoz going around Jordan Wood. They'll pass it over to Perkins. Perkins with 4 seconds on the shot clock. Misses the shot. The follow-up and the rebound put in by Okoye Parker off of the feed by Marquez Robinson.
Again, what a great rebounding guard we got here at Dale State.
Marquez Robinson got that one. Knew he didn't have the shot, but saw Okoye Parker on the other side of the basket all alone. Wood now passes down, baseline, and a takeaway by Delaware State. Munoz ends up with the loose ball.
Stone got his hand on it. Munoz was right there to recover it.
Under 3.5 to go. Hornets looking to take the lead here on this possession, down by 1. What a battle it's been, and it will be for the next 3 minutes and 15 seconds. Perkins to Parker on the left side. Back to Perkins. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Perkins pulls up, takes the shot, misses, comes out to Munoz, and
foul on the play, Gary.
Howard tried to take it away, and they fouled Munoz. And we'll have a break in the action here.
He'll be shooting when we come back.
When we come back, 3:06 to go. Jevin Munoz will be at the line. The Hornets down by 170-69, putting the U in HBCU. Yep, we're HSRN.
Why choose Del One? Del One is there for you, wherever you are, and is here to help you get to where you're going. Don't just be a number, and choose to be a part of the Del One family. With personal service, great rates, and accessible products, Del One has you covered. Whether you prefer to branch out or enjoy the comfort of home, leave it to us. Choose Del One and let's grow together.
Jevin Munoz going to go to the line. Yep, Jevin Munoz to the foul line for Delaware State. He was fouled just before the break. Had 4 points against Howard in the first game this season. Right now he's at 7 on this game. Right now he's at 8 on this game.
Tie ball game.
Tied at 70. Munoz now. Off the front of the rim. Wouldn't go. Came down to Shy Odom. Even at 70. 3 minutes to go.
Here we go.
Hawkins dribbling left side. Moves forward. Inside the arc on the left side. Back out to Odom. Now back to Hawkins. Hawkins trying to go around and get a shot. Brings it out top of the key. Shoots from there. Off the rim, won't go. Settle underneath. His shot blocked, knocked out of his hands. Saved from going out of bounds by Williams. And a reset, a reset off the rim. It's Howard ball, 10 seconds left on their shot clock. And Hawkins just lost it, but they're going to call it a foul on Delaware State. We had a reach that knocked the ball away.
Corey Perkins at the line.
Okay, all right. Hawkins called for the foul as he tried to save the ball after making the mistake, and Corey Perkins will get a chance to shoot.
That's it for Hawkins.
That's 5 for Hawkins.
That's a big, big loss for Howard University.
Yeah, they need him on the court here down the stretch.
You're losing points, you're losing leadership. He's an outstanding guard.
Perkins, that one hit kind of off the front of the rim, took a fortunate bounce back. You know, that's the first point for Corey Perkins in this game.
Wow. He's affecting the game in so many other ways tonight, though.
He's taken a couple of shots, none have gone. That time, that one hit off the front of the rim. Hornets lead by 1, 71-70. 2 minutes, 20 seconds, still to play. Khalil Robinson into the game now as Hawkins is out. Gives it to Dockery. Dockery out near center court, goes right side to Settle. They'll go ahead and take it inside. Robinson, Khalil Robinson off the rim, and it comes out to Corey Perkins.
Down 2 minutes.
Under 2 to go, 1 minute and 55 left. And the Hornets playing control basketball right now. Didn't rush down the court and give it up too fast. Perkins on the right side out near center court. He'll go around top of the key. Okoye Parker, that one's off the rim, won't go. Shy Odom got the rebound for Howard. Dockery brings it down on the left side. Bison, the Hornets up by 1. Williams now takes it top of the key to Odom. Odom back to Williams. He backs into the lane. Tries to go around Muñez. Puts it off the glass in, and he will go to the foul line.
That's a tough guard right there for Muñez. Williams is using his size and strength. He backed him down and made a good move, but again, game this tight, sometimes you rather the officials just swallow the whistle and just let the boys play.
Jelani Williams to shoot 1 here. Could put them up by 2 if he makes it. He did. 14 points on the game for Williams. Howard up 73-71. Perkins dribbling to the left side. Around the defender. Out to Okoye Parker. 1 minute to go. Marquez Robinson, 10 seconds on the shot clock. He'll drive inside. Left side of the lane. Jumper. Falls in. Marquez Robinson.
50 seconds.
Tied at 73. As the clock is counting down.
Del State will get a chance, Gary, regardless of what happens.
40 seconds left. Williams driving inside. Off the glass. It's good for Jelani Williams. Howard goes up 75-73, 30 seconds left. Perkins down the left side for Delaware State. A 2-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. And Stan Waterman called a timeout as he wants to set this up. Remember that game against Morgan State 2 weeks ago. It was down inside of 10 seconds. Stan Waterman called the timeout, set it up. I'm going to ask you the same question that you got asked last week. If you're Coach Stan Waterman, what do you want to set up? Who do you want to have take this final shot?
Well, it's not so much the final shot, Gary, as much as it's the final decision. Who do you want to have the ball to make the decision? And in this case, 3 guys right now are going to touch the ball. Corey Perkins, Marquez Robinson, and OK Parker. Those 3 should be the ones in this decision. Now, when Corey has the ball, he needs to look for Marquez. And when Marquez gets it, hopefully he's on the same side as Parker. That way, if Marquez drives hard and Parker's man comes to help, you kick it out to Parker and let him knock down that shot he's been doing all night. But if not, Marquez is strong enough, finish at the basket, and maybe get an and one, and we can win the game.
Looking at the bench, Kyrie Staten looks like he might be ready to come out. Would you put Somerville back in, or would you get Kyrie Staten out there? Because he's got 12 points. He's the 3rd leading scorer for Delaware State today.
I'm not changing anything. I would leave everything the way it is. These guys have known where they've been for the last 6-7 minutes on the court. Leave Somerville on the bench. I mean, he's not giving you anything offensively unless he tips it in. And right now, we're going to the basket. You're going to do or die right here with these 23, 24 seconds.
So we'll wait to see who comes out here for Delaware State. We see for Howard, Jelani Williams, Steve Settle, Shy Odom out on the court as well as Marcus Dockery and Khalil Robinson. For Delaware State, it's going to be Marquez Robinson, Corey Perkins, Jevin Muñez, Brandon Stone, and Okoye Parker. And the Hornets inbound it to Perkins. Perkins looking forward. Parker driving the baseline, off the glass, it's good.
There it is, Gary. I had it half right. He might have went a little early. Del State's got to definitely D up here. 9 seconds.
No fouls. Williams driving inside on Muñez. Stone deflecting it. Loose ball. 2 seconds left. Hornets with the ball. We'll go to overtime at 75 each.
Wow.
Whoa. What a game this one's been.
Nobody got no place to go. It ain't like you got class today, Gary. So
No.
75-75, put another 5 on the clock.
Oh, I don't know what everybody paid to get in today. At
That
Delaware
was a
State.
big defensive rebound, too, by Stone. Not giving up on the play and concealing, making sure he sealed that ball so that Howard couldn't get a second opportunity.
Now, who will have the ball to start the overtime?
Oh, they'll jump it.
Oh, they'll jump it. That's right. Okay. They'll jump it. That could be a major factor. And
Well, the biggest factor now is you're going to play 5 more minutes without your lead point guard and Elijah Hawkins out there on the floor.
excellent point.
And that could be a big thing. Like I said, when it came down to that last possession, if you had Elijah Hawkins running that ball down court instead of any other person, he makes a decision where maybe it gets dumped off and they finish. But in this case, that's not what happened.
Okoye Parker with 19 points here today. He came off the bench and had a season-high 24 back on December 10th against Georgianport. But today he came off the bench again, has put up 19 crucial points here in this second half for Delaware State. Back when Howard and Delaware State played in D.C. on January 7th, Okoye Parker had 13 for the Hornets that day.
And now you can see the difference by not putting Somerville back out there. You opened up the floor a little bit. So now you got your bigs out there and you had them able to make sure they had space when they drove to the basket.
Got the same 5 out there for Delaware State. Stone, Muñez, Parker, Robinson, and Perkins. Tied at 75. Hornets control the opening tip of the overtime period. Robinson to Parker, top of the key for 3, got it!
Again, if he's left open like that, Gary, you might as well just put 3 on the board. That's a layup for this young man.
78-75, Delaware State goes in front with a big 3 from Okoye Parker. Now it's Steve Settle. They'll give it to Odom. Williams driving in the paint on the right side, sends it off to Khalil Robinson in the corner, lost the handle, came down with it, and gave it underneath to Odom. Odom up for 2, 78-77. Perkins will bring it down quickly on the left side and pull up just after he crosses center court. He's guarded by Khalil Robinson, the senior from Columbia, South Carolina. Perkins now works to the right side. Drives left side of the paint, layup won't go in, came up too soft. Williams got the loose ball as it came off, then hit it off his own foot coming down, managed to save it, passed it off to Settle. Settle drove in underneath and got the basket. Looked like it could have been a turnover. Howard goes back in front, 79-78.
That 6'10" length came into play right there, Gary.
Sure did. Perkins left side. Takes the bounce pass from Robinson. Now he'll go forward. Spin move, left side. Parker pulls back out from the side in front of the bench. Drives into the paint. Sets up at the foul line. Jumper. Rolls around the rim, won't go in. Got to get him back out outside the arc if he wants to hit. Yeah, too close. Couldn't get it. Khalil Robinson will bring it down for Howard as the Bison want to try to extend their lead. Robinson from just inside the arc, good for 2. His first basket of the game. And it puts Howard up by 3, 81-78. 3 minutes left to play here in Memorial Hall.
Plenty of time, plenty of time. Got to be patient on your possessions.
Don't worry about a 3-point lead. Delaware State had one and Howard took it away. Hornets can do the same thing. Parker, top of the key for 3. Missed the shot, but he's going to shoot 3 from the line as he was fouled by Jelani Williams. And you could see, as Williams went by trying to block the shot, how Parker's body actually moved. I was surprised that it was that close to going in, hitting off the back of the rim.
Again, with 78-81, he's got to make sure he knocks these down.
He can tie it up here. Parker, as good a shooter as he is, 89% from the line. Rolled around, wouldn't fall in. Just had a little bit too much spin on it.
Again, he's got to spread his fingers, Gary, a little more and just follow through. Don't change nothing. Everybody misses one. Now he got to knock these down to get it even tighter.
Second one is good.
There you go. Never touch rim.
Nope. Hornets now within 2. Parker with 23 points in the game. Could have a lane violation there. He made this. Don't need it. Dockery stepped in early, but Parker made the shot. 81-80. 1 point game.
Again,
2:40 to go.
Got to make a defensive stand right here.
Williams over to Dockery on the left side. Makes a move into the middle, then sends it back over to Settle on the left. Down to Odom along the baseline. He tries to back in, and he's blocked by Stone. The ball goes out of bounds. It will be Howard ball. Just 9 seconds left on the shot clock for the Bison. Good move by Stone. Played a very controlled game underneath there today. Munoz took the inbound pass away from Settle.
Great anticipation. Great anticipation by Munoz, knowing that they were trying to get it to Settle with his size.
Maybe one of the best games of the season for Jevin Munoz overall. Marquez Robinson now, left side of the lane, his favorite shot, good for 2, and he'll go to the line.
Again, upper body strength by that young man. His mid-range game, he's showing leadership. He's just improved all around. I hate to see the month of February end with this young man because he is doing a phenomenal job this month.
Khalil Robinson gets his 4th personal. That's the 10th team foul. Robinson to try to complete the 3-point play. Bounced it off the rim, and it came down to Settle for Howard.
Again, championships and everything is won on the defensive end, Gary. With 2 minutes left, they got to step it in. They got to step in.
Now it's Williams sending it over to Dockery. Back to Williams on the right. He steps up left side of the foul circle, drives the lane, puts it off the glass, won't go. Odom trying to get the rebound, and we have one official saying jump ball, and another one, I think, trying to call a foul. Jump ball possession should go to the Hornets, right?
It's going to Howard.
Going to go to Howard.
Because Dale State got it on the tap.
That's right. Okay, so Howard will have the ball, but just 7 seconds on the shot clock.
Underneath.
1 minute and 43 to go, and they'll be doing it, inbounding it from the same spot.
Again, somebody's got to step back and help Okoye Parker on Settle. He's got like 5 inches on him.
Williams,
there it
high
is.
pass into Settle.
Okay, it doesn't hurt you now.
Williams, 2 seconds on the shot clock. Got it away just before the buzzer. Missed off the rim. Loose ball. It's grabbed by Dockery. A lot of contact. He sets it off to Settle. Settle missed the shot. Underneath, it's Dockery. He puts it up and in.
1 point game.
Howard
84.
Howard 83, Delaware State 82. 1 minute and 24 to go as a timeout is called. Best game of the year for Delaware State in terms of fight back, scoring ability, and I think it might be their second highest scoring total. Might be second only to the 104 they put up against Immaculata.
Yeah, and again, the thing is with Del State, they played in an overtime game once before.
Yeah, and that was their highest score, second highest score, 88 points at South Carolina State, 88-85, and in their first win since November 10th. And that's what started the winning.
Yeah, and the same thing, like I said, when you look at Howard, they haven't been into an overtime match this season. They've won some close ones early against other teams, but they haven't been in an overtime situation. So this right here, like I said, Del State is doing everything they're supposed to do. They just need now, with this possession, to come away with a good shot, whether they go to the line or make the basket, and then come on the defensive end and make a stop.
Going back to that South Carolina State game, Delaware State has 4 of the last 5 games that they've won. They're trying here to make it 5 of 6 since that.
And again, when you're in practice, these are what they call situational drills where the teams play against each other. The coach puts a certain amount of time up on the clock, and he tells you, okay, it's 1-1. It's 1:24 left in the game. Red team is down, blue team is up. What would you do in this situation? And this is where you gain your basketball IQ.
Hornets to inbound it to Corey Perkins, who gives it right back to Marquez Robinson. Robinson brings it down slowly to the top of the key. Works to the left side. Gives it off. Brandon Stone outside. Cross court to Okoye Parker. Back to Corey Perkins. He'll drive inside. Off the glass. Won't go. Comes down to settle. I don't think Stan Waterman's happy with that shot by Corey Perkins.
It was a tough shot for Corey, being left-handed, going on the right side with a hand in his face.
Williams with the ball now. 50 seconds left. Shot clock down to 13 for Howard. They give it to Odom. Odom inside, missed, came down to Okoye Parker. Hornets with the ball.
Stan Waterman has timeouts if he needs them.
And 8 seconds between the game clock and the shot clock. Parker driving around people, puts it up, drops it in. Parker with 26 on the game, and the Hornets in front, 84-83.
He has a scorer's mentality, Gary.
20 seconds left.
Oh.
Stone thought he had the blocked shot, but they're going to call the foul as Williams went in on a layup. And Brandon Stone had played such a clean game, only had one foul until then.
Wow.
Do you need me to turn your mic down?
Wow.
You look like you wanted to say something that...
I'm glad I'm not coaching this game. Coach Waterman is better than me right now.
18.6 seconds to play.
That's okay. If he misses these, it doesn't matter, Stone.
That's right.
Keep your head in the game.
Williams. 16 points in the game so far. 17 as he makes that one and ties it at 84. Oh, man.
Now, in this situation, again, players will play and let the coach make the timeout if he has to.
Now, if he makes this shot, Delaware State gets the ball with 18.6 to go.
And a chance to either win it.
He missed.
Oh, they missed it.
Parker driving in for the layup. Bodies flying everywhere.
Oh, he goes to the line, Gary. They called the foul.
Who's going to go to the line, though?
Parker.
Parker, who came up with the ball. And the guy you want shooting at any time in the game, Okoye Parker, going to the line. He goes to the bench and gets a towel. He wants to dry his hands.
Making sure, Gary.
17.4 seconds left to play. Marquez Robinson looked like he went down hard.
Oh, it was bodies all over the place. Once that ball came off the rim, if you had a jersey on, even the people on the bench wanted to go make sure they grabbed that board.
I don't know if Marquez is favoring his shoulder or if he hit his head on the floor when he came down. Parker's shot is good. Hornets in front, 85-84. The problem is that Howard will get the ball back with 17 seconds. Unless Parker misses one of these. Misses this one and the Hornets rebound, but they're not even set up on the lane.
They already know, Gary.
Yeah.
Let's just hope it goes in.
Missed it. Came down to Williams.
Now we got to get him. Here's where the grind comes.
10 seconds to go. Williams driving inside. They stop him. Looking for some help. Trying to pass it away. Turn around. Jumper. And it's good. Jelani Williams puts Howard back in front. 86-85. The Hornets have it. 2.8 seconds left in this overtime period.
Now, my math is not that good, but if you look at the clock, the amount of time he had in that paint had to be more than 3 seconds, and it was never called.
You're right. But do you think they were really going to make that call at this point in the game? It's kind of like in football on a Hail Mary. They don't call pass interference.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, Gary, a call's a call. If the guy's going to pivot back, each time he pivot was a second.
Yeah.
So
And
again,
then they let him step up.
but again, you know, I mean, we don't even have to worry about that. If Koye makes it, it's still an overtime game. So now Del State has to do what they can to get down here and make a 2.8 seconds and make a good shot. Because again, if it's a three or a foul, they can win the game.
And I don't think they're going to have the opportunity to roll the ball down into the front court.
Oh no, Howard's picking them up full court.
Howard's going to want to try to stop him in the back court. What a game this has been. Can the Hornets pull it out? 2.8 seconds left, down by a point, 86-85. But I'll tell you what, for the rest of the season and into the tournament in Norfolk next month, Delaware State's not going to be able to sneak up on anybody now.
Well, no, I don't think they've been able to. Once they made a three games in a row win streak, I don't think they were going to sneak up on anybody anyway.
Unofficially, 27 points on the afternoon for Okoye Parker off the bench, and most of those in the second half. Hornets have to get a good inbound pass, long pass down court, and a shot.
Looked like it's going to Marquez or Okoye.
And it was taken by Settle on the inbound. They tried to throw it over his head. He reached up and grabbed it, and that was it. And Steve Settle III settled that one.
6'10", all in your face.
Grabbing the inbound pass and taking it away from Delaware State to seal the win for the Bison.
Tough game there, Gary.
Tough
85,
way to
86.
Tough way for it to end too. But you know, it was set up that the defense has the advantage in that situation.
Well, again, when you got a big man like that, I mean, he had options. He could have ran the baseline. A lot of things could have happened. I mean, you got your big man taking the ball out of bounds, not your guard, because you wanted your guards to be able to get the ball, make one or two dribbles, and finish the game. It's just a shame that instead of it being a missed shot, it came off a turnover.
Yeah, you could accept it a little bit better if they had come down and missed the shot, and Howard held on by one. But what a game for Delaware State here this afternoon against a team that was tied for first in the MEAC.
And again, Gary, if you notice, if you're looking at the celebration that Howard has, if Del State wasn't a good team, you don't celebrate like that. You just go ahead, take your win, and you walk out. But the fact is, now you realize you just beat a very good basketball team.
Hornets gave the Bison all they could handle here this afternoon, and then some, forcing overtime. It was tied at the end of regulation, 75 each. And both teams, Delaware State with 10 points in the overtime, Howard unfortunately with 11. So right now it's the alma mater being played here as the teams, Delaware State's team, the players, the coaches, and the cheerleaders stand and look toward the band as it plays the Delaware State University alma mater. These Hornets really fought this game, maybe their best effort of the season, even though they couldn't come up on the winning end of it. Compared to some of the games that they've played, I think this one even tops the Morgan game 2 weeks ago.
Well, it won't top it in according to Stan Wooderman because it came out as a loss. But when you look at playing somebody at their place and you lose by 20, and now they